It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. This defense for the Dolphins, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. They run once more with Stevenson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. jet sweep, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing Jones.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
The Dolphins hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
And they run with Harris off the option.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
This from 44 yards out, left hash.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Tua sets up to pass it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Down to about the 37. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Jones now on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare in the 1st half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here's Chandler on second down.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Here's Tua.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. In motion, Hill. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill.
And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Bo Melton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after chip, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On 3rd down, Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll try and throw for it here. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Here's Jones on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
Get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 48. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. This one taken just inside the 10.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The tight end Henry here in motion.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The tight end Henry here in motion. Jones off play action.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. Rolling to his right. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, 31 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2.
They're going to try and run. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 7, Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. "31 yards on the punt there, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill from 21 yards away.
And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
touchdown Patriots. Hunter Henry, 45 yards,
and the Patriots get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good,
as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
On play action, here's Tua.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Chandler.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. They find some open field here.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Harris.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Blankenship's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Chandler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
From just shy of midfield, Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They run it with Chandler. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pass, Tua. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To throw is Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Jones. Pass complete to Harris. He's going to have the 1st down and then some.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A big play there for New England. 45 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Jones looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the
30. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
To about the 33-yard line. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Dolphins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for New England, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay.